longest word in Hungarian.
Yes, please.
Megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért.
What does that mean?
It means for your unfaithfulness.
Wow.
So it actually means something.
So if
I
you
don't know when would you ever use that, but it actually means something.
Damn.
I never used it.
One more time quickly, please.
Megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért. And there's a lot of letters in it with lines.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Storytime. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Guys, at the time of recording this is officially the 100th episode of the Storytime podcast. Thank you so much for all the support, for all the love, for watching and for listening. This is 4 years in the making of making the show. It's been an absolute jewel. It's been the baby of my heart. Thank you so much for all the support. So today we have someone all the way from Hungary here for the Swatch Ultimate X event happening this weekend. We're here with Daniel Josa, BMX rider, lifetime long BMX rider, has traveled to over 85 countries around the world and is now here in Cape Town to judge and be a part of the event happening this weekend. So Daniel, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much.
For letting me be here. This is awesome.
What a joy,
I feel
man.
honored to be on the show as well as the 100th episode.
It just,
super awesome.
dude, it happened to kind of like play out that way, right? That we always try to be ahead with episodes, like a week or two ahead.
Okay.
And I got hold of Marcus yesterday, and obviously we're going to do all the filming this weekend at the event. And I was like, we got to get some of the guys into studio to have a chat, you know? Like, I love when people come from overseas into South Africa because I can learn about your culture and your upbringing and, you know, like where you come from. But also this platform is such a good platform to kind of also talk about Cape Town, South Africa, South African culture, and kind of find the blend. So I'm very happy that we got to do that for the 100th.
I love it. Thank you so much for inviting me out
Thank you,
here
man.
and be
Thank
part
you
of
so
this.
much.
Awesome.
So there's a whole lot of different topics to go into here in terms of your life, your career. You've taken part in TV shows as well that you've won. I have the name. It's All Star. How do you say the name of the show?
Exatlan.
How?
Exatlan.
Exathlon.
Yeah.
Boom. In Hungary. And you won that.
Yeah, I was lucky enough.
So you got that accolade as well. You've been competing and riding in BMX all your life as well. And then we'll get into some other things on the bike, on the motorbike side as well.
Let's do it.
Definitely got to get into that with everything with Harley-Davidson happening as well.
Oh, yeah.
But let's get into your life and upbringing, dude. Where are you from and how did you get into BMX riding?
Okay. I am from Budapest, Hungary. That's where I was born. That's where I grew up. And both of my parents kind of traveled a lot together. My dad traveled a lot to America for business trips and all that. And I always heard like how cool America is, how different it is. You know, we had 45 years of communism in Hungary. My parents growing up. And when I was born in 86, communism ended in 1990, so I lived in it for 4 years. It wasn't as gnarly as it was around like the 50s and 60s, but like it finally ended, and then it became like a independent country with no crazy system, and that my parents grew up in, if we can call it a crazy system, if that's a good word for it. But yeah, so they always talked about America, like how free it was and how cool it is and like how much bigger everything is, like it's a different world and all that. And I'm like, oh, I would love to go there. That would be awesome. My dad, like growing up, he always like heard about America and like he wanted to go in 1982 when he went the first time. And then I was born in 86. I kept hearing about it when I was like a little kid. And I was like, oh, I want to go to America too. And my dad kept saying like, hey, one day, you know, when you like turn 18 and at first like 14 and then 16, he kept like pushing it. And I'm like, all right, Dad, I'm 17 now. How about now? And he's like, all right, let's get you to America. As like an exchange student, you will learn English and go to school there and all that stuff. And that's what happened. And went out to the States and lived in Orlando, Florida with a family, like an exchange student, like family, like organization program that I went through with and lived there for a year. And my first day in school over there, I was a junior in high school, and I took that yellow school bus that you see in the movies. And I was like, I am living in a movie now. I can't believe it.
Wow, dude.
And then since then, I was like, dude, I love this place. How cool is this? And I've been living there ever since. I've been living in the States for 22 years now.
Is it a common sort of system for kids to go and study or do schooling in the States from Europe? Like, was that a common choice, or were you just
not really. Like
outlier?
I've heard of organizations that do this exchange student program.
Yeah.
Where like, I'm saying exchange students, so you would think like, oh, in exchange of me going there, somebody from America comes to us.
Yeah, you kind of like swap.
Yes, we didn't like, swap families, but like I went through this program, but they sent American students to Hungary, but not to us, but like to Hungarian families.
Sick.
If they wanted to do that. But this
Okay.
program specifically worked with European kids or students to be able to go to America and
Okay, I understand.
got us families to stay with.
And how was the blend of culture? Like, how was fitting in and like adapting to American culture for you?
Drinking an ox hydrate feels like.
Is there no one else? Give it up for still
Let's get back to the show.
I mean, like at that age, at 17, like you adopt like so quick, and I was just excited about everything, like about like the food, like big bag of chips, big cars, wide roads, and it was just sick. I felt like I was in a movie because I've only seen America like through movies, and when I landed the first time in America, I'm like, this place really exists. It's not a made up place, like, it's sick. So I was like, I love it. How cool is this? And I was already riding BMX at that time. So I started riding BMX when I was like 14, 15. So, and I moved there when I was 17. So like, I wanted to be like in the mecca of BMX, which is America.
So that was already the goal at a young age.
Goal, that I wanted to go be in America and ride BMX.
And how did you come across it? How did you discover
BMX?
Yeah.
I did all kinds of different sports, team sports, individual sports. I played soccer. That's our biggest sport in Hungary.
Okay.
I played tennis. I did judo. I did karate. So I tried all kinds of different sports. I was always like very active, hyperactive, and all that stuff. But I didn't really like the fact of like having a coach, like having to go practice at certain times of the day, and so. That's what's kind of like my main. When I played like a team sport, now I appreciate it very differently. But back then, I'm just like, hey, like, let's say, I'm not sure if it's the kind of like bad thing to say, but it's like, hey, like, I play soccer. Let's say I'm having a good day on the field, but some of the guys on the team are not, and we lose. And it's like, oh, well, we lost together. I didn't lose me individually. We lost as a team. And like, I kind of like, I hated it. I'm like, I don't want to lose. And like, you don't want to blame it on others, but like, you're a team. So it's like, we didn't really perform good as a team, therefore we lost.
Yeah, you wanted the like individuality of performance in like a singular sport.
Yeah, so I started playing tennis, which was individual sport. I really liked that, but I had a coach. So I was like, oh, the coach said like, hey, do this, do that, like, come at this time. And I was like, dude, I don't want that either. I want to be on my own time, like I want to do this for fun. Like I didn't want to like compete or anything like that. I just wanted to simply do what I love doing. At that time, it was tennis. At that time, but then later on became like a karate, like martial art thing, which I very, quickly realized like I'm not into like this, like kind of not aggressive, but like I don't want to hurt others, like I don't want to fight with anybody, even if it's just for a sport or a game. Like I don't want to do that either. So I don't want to kick somebody or like throw someone on the ground, and I don't want to be thrown on the ground either. So I'm just like,
that's the thing. Yeah, I don't really want to be kicked in the head on a Monday afternoon. Yeah, so that's not really my vibe.
So let's not do that. And my outlook on sports at that time was completely different. I just wanted to have fun, simply, with whatever I do. And I started skating. One of my classmates in school had a skateboard, and I tried to skateboard one day after school. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to get a skateboard now. So I started skating. So I skated for like 2 years, and then first time I went to a skate park, because we always like skated on the street, I was like, oh, there are bike riders like that go faster, they jump higher. They use the same ramps as we do. I'm like, oh, I want to do that instead. Not to mention, it's a commuter. On a skateboard, like you can't really go far distance. It's kind of a hassle, like little cracks on the ground, you fall over, and it's a bicycle. I can ride my bike to the skate park. I can commute with this, as well as I can jump it in the skate park, or off a curb, or a dirt jump, and all that stuff. And the skate park wasn't really that good, but I'm like, oh, I just want to try this. So I went home, told my parents, like, hey, I would like to get a BMX bike. I did have like, like a kid's BMX bike at home already, but I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna break, which eventually it did.
It did.
And I started using that.
Once you started going a bit like harder at it on ramps and stuff. Yeah.
And I told him like I would love to get like a proper BMX bike, and then like no, it's very. First they didn't really know like what BMX I talked about. Like I'm gonna jump out, and he's just gonna jump off a curb. No big deal. This bike is like plenty good. It's all that. He's very extreme. He like trying to find danger everywhere and all that. And then once they saw me like going to the skate park with this bike and trying to like clear a jump and stuff, they were like, oh wait, like this is way more dangerous than we thought.
Yeah.
And like this bike is not good enough for it, but we don't want him to do this, so we're not gonna get him a bike. So they didn't get me a bike.
They didn't want you doing the dangerous side.
No, they said you already skate, like you already like broke your hand doing this, doing that. Like I jumped off tables, kind of did like parkour stuff. Like I just wanted to like do like extreme stuff is what I liked outside of regular average sports. And like I guess he wants to do this, and both they said no, like let's not get him into BMX, so let's not get him a BMX. But every day they would take me to school, and then my dad or my mom would give me a little bit of pocket money to like buy lunch for myself in school. And dude, I didn't eat lunch. I either borrowed like a few bites from my friend's sandwich and stuff, and I would like keep collecting the money for 13 months. And after 1 year, I had enough money to buy a BMX.
You just didn't eat lunch for a year.
Well, I ate something a little bit, but not. I didn't spend the money that I got specifically for lunch. And every time I had enough money to buy a bike part, I didn't wait till a complete bike. I just bought like a handlebar. I bought a stem and all that stuff. And some of them were used, some of them from a bike shop. And I kept hiding the bike parts in my closet.
No ways, dude. That's a cool story.
And I hid this whole process from my parents. And once I had all the parts, I put it together at a bike shop. I rode the bike home, and I put it in the garage. And my dad's like, whose bike is that? At first I said, oh, I borrowed it from a friend. And then when the bike was there like every day for like a few months, it's like, your friend lets you borrow this bike for like months? Because I told my dad, like, you don't need to take me to school. I just ride my bike to school. It's fine. And then asked my mom, or they asked me both at the same time, like at one of the dinners at home, like, whose bike is that? Like, really tell us, like, whose bike is this? And I'm like, well, it's mine. And they both look at each other like, did you buy him the bike? They're like, no. I'm like, both of you guys actually bought me the bike. Because
technically, yeah.
And they both look at each other like, oh, he's dedicated. He didn't spend that money. I'm like, both of you guys gave him that lunch money, and I bought the bike from the past 1 year. And they're like, he really wants to ride this bike, and he made it happen. Let him do it. I guess let him do it because that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
And then that point on, I was like full determined and hooked on. All I wanted to do is just ride BMX.
This episode of Storytime is brought to you by our partners over at Tablet POS, your leading point of sale for the hospitality and retail industries. I'll do the Boobalicious, please. Thank you so much.
And did your parents know that the move to the States was largely fueled by your passion and
I
wanting
kept
to do?
telling them. As soon as like I started like seeing like, back then was no YouTube, no Instagram, none of that.
Yeah.
Back then, I always asked, one of my classmates' mom would go to the US for work all the time, like pretty regularly. And I said like, hey, if you ever find Ride BMX magazine, BMX Plus, or any kind of BMX related magazines, please bring me back some magazines so I can look through them. Like I love prints till this day. I'm so sad we're going to like a fully digital thing. Like I love prints, and like I knew of some contest. Oh, let's say DK, dirt circuit is going on around the US, and I would see the results and from photos from a stop that was like a month before that. And I would be like, oh, look at Cornastasio is like did like a 360 X up, and I would see a photo and I saw the results. I'm like, dude, I would love to go like ride these kind of jumps one day. It would be awesome. I would show this to my friends. I would let them borrow the magazine for a day, and I would like keep collecting the magazines. Like I love that was the only BMX outlet that I had to like see stuff.
So you, damn dude, this is a completely different world to now. Because now you kind of just sit on the internet and go, how do I do, bad example, how do I do a backflip? Google it, there you go, there's the answer. You watch someone do it and you can do it. You doing everything out of a magazine, what were the moves or the tricks or the styles that you started developing for yourself based on reading out of a magazine? Like, how much access did you have to, oh, it's possible for me to do that, if that makes any sense?
I mean, I kind of thought, like, I knew of a few guys from the magazines that, like, hey, he's like, I've seen this guy before in a photo. I've heard this name before, but that was like maximum like 10, 15 guys that I knew of. And I'm like, oh, I just wanted to do like all these tricks that they were doing. It wasn't like, oh, I like this guy more than this guy. It was just like, I just want to be like them.
Yeah.
Like, this is so sick. There were a few BMXers in Hungary at that time, but they weren't at this level. Like, they did flips, tail whips, 360s, and all that stuff. And I was like, I would like idolize them as a little kid, 14, 15. I would go to a skate park and I would sit there like, dude, he can do a 360. Hopefully one day I can jump this box jump and do a 360 as well. And I would go to them and say, hey, how do you do this? Like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And like, I was like a little fanboy going up to them. It's like, dude, like, can I, you know, like, can you sign my bike? Like, I want to be your friend, you know, like, I want to ride like you guys and want to be, but they were like, you know, 5, 10 years older than me. So when you're 14, 15, you're trying to go up to like a 20-year-old, 25-year-old kind of established semi-pro. At that time, they were kind of like, oh, you know, little kid, kind of probably annoying and all that stuff, you know. And but they were helpful. They were cool with me, you know, all that. But slowly started to have like guys that were kind of my age that started riding on the same level with me, and like we would like go together. But like I said, there were not really any like good skate parks at that time. So we started digging dirt jumps, like around our neighborhood in the woods. And I grew up riding dirt jumps. And till this day, like, that's what I love the most, dirt jumping. So since then, like, all I wanted to do is just jump and ride big, badass dirt jumps.
Yeah. Is there a fundamental difference between the two, between dirt jumping and then like standard, like in a park?
I mean, it's a different discipline. So there's different competition in dirt and in park, as well as street or flat land or vert riding.
Okay. Why does it need, this is maybe a silly question, apologies if it is, but why does it need to be two separate? Is it kind of like in tennis, you've got clay court and then stand, you know, like is it the same sort of difference between the two?
It requires a little different type of riding. Certain guys are like very focused on one type of riding, like park riding, because it is in the Olympics now. Okay. So it's full athleticism, gymnastics, and all that. But there are guys that are like all-around riders. They ride all kinds of different stuff. You know, they have brakes, they don't have brakes, they have pegs on their bike, they don't have pegs on their bike. It's really personal preference, what you like to ride and how you like to ride. I enjoy any type of riding. I do not have brakes on my bike.
Yeah, that part freaks me out.
It's not as crazy as you would think.
Really?
For an average person, oh, you don't have brakes on, how do you stop? Well, I don't really ride this as a normal bike on the street. Like, I can. It's not a comfortable bike to ride. It's very low to the ground. It's a very simple bike. It's small. It's tiny. So, like, I can stop without brakes. I just put my foot down or, like, you know, shove my foot, like,
underneath it.
Kind of skid, you know, and all that. Like, I can do that. But, like, normally I just ride this bike in specific courses, like a skate park, it's a set of dirt jumps. And over there, you don't necessarily need brakes. Some brakes help with certain tricks if you want to do those kind of tricks, but I don't necessarily need brakes.
Like there was, I'll give you an example. My terminology is going to be shocking, but I'm going to try my best, right? I saw it this morning. I was obviously watching a whole lot of YouTube videos to prep for this, to kind of wrap my head around all the competition of everything. But the guys will come up the ramp and they'll land on the front wheel. Okay. But they'll get their foot in between, so they don't have brakes to hold the front wheel.
So you have to like shove your foot behind the forks under the head tube to stop the bike, to stop the front wheel.
Blows my mind that they can do that.
And you hop on the front wheel and you balance.
Yes. Yeah. That's insane. Like, I think I watch guys do stuff like that, and I'm like, how do you develop the trick, right? So let's go like in motocross, they've got a giant foam pit. And the guy will go, I want to do a double backflip. And they go, cool, do it into the foam pit. And they'll practice it into the foam pit until they feel comfortable enough to like, okay, cool, I can do it on standard ramp. Is it the same
concept?
Same for you guys. Yeah. But when you're the 15-year-old kid or the 20-year-old kid, and it's like, I want to do a tail whip for the first time, how are you building up to eventually getting it right and landing it?
Okay. So starting from when I was a 14-year-old, there was no such thing as a foam pit.
So you just bailing.
I had no idea that foam pit could be a thing. We set up a kicker at the lakeside. We would jump into the lake, into the water to try crazier stuff that you wouldn't want to send, directly on a jump. When I was advanced enough that I could jump a jump, but couldn't do tricks yet, I would just jump and maybe take a hand off real quick, and grab the handlebars. But I wanted to learn a backflip and stuff. It's like, okay, well, where do I start? Like, I'm not going to jump, a 20 feet long jump and try to do a backflip. So what would I do? We would go to the lake with a kicker, and I would try to do a backflip into the lake.
That's cool. Okay, so that became like the practice ground.
Yeah, we just had to work with what we had,
That's incredible. But there's still a gap.
But so nowadays is different. Nowadays, kids have access to foam pit. They have access to what we call a resi jump, which is a regular takeoff. It has a deck and it has a landing, but it has foam under it with this kind of rubber plastic material on the top of it that is slippery. But when you land, you slide out and it doesn't hurt as bad.
Oh, that's cool.
But you wouldn't send like a first backflip on it because you don't want to land on it upside down because you can get hurt. But if you're unsure of a trick, but let's say you can rotate all the way around on a backflip into the foam.
Yes.
But you don't do it perfect every time in the foam. Let's say like you under rotate a little bit, over rotate a bit. You got the rotation around. Like you're gonna rotate around. You're not gonna land. If you land upside down in the foam, you probably shouldn't try it on the resin.
Okay, I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah.
But then slowly, like the next step would be the resi, and then once you're doing a resi, you can roll away. It's like people even now practice on the resi jumps, even if they can do the trick because it's safer.
Wow, I didn't know that there was that in the middle.
Yeah, so most of the guys that ride professional events, they would do and practice their runs on resi jumps on a daily because it's easier on your body. It has a little bit of a cushion, so it's easier for your back, your wrists, your ankles and all that, and ride that on the regular. And then when it comes to contest, then they go,
okay,
all out there.
Because I was in my head, I'm going, let's say I keep practicing into a foam pit. There's still the mental jump that you need to make from backflipping into a foam pit. Even if you're getting it perfect every time, you still need to get onto a real ramp and do it for the first time. Regardless of how many times you've done it into foam, there's still that first time, you know?
That's what's scary every time.
That's terrifying.
Yes, but that's called adrenaline. Like you have to conquer your fear, and that's why this is called an action sport because it's an adrenaline sport. Okay. So we feed off of adrenaline. We feed off of people watching us because if it was easy and not scary, everyone would do it. Yeah. Because going upside down on a bike, you're going to turn heads, whether you're 5 years old or 85 years old.
Okay.
But you have to have, obviously, like, big enough balls to, like, actually try it.
Exactly.
And us BMXers, we have to say, like, or skaters, like, we are somewhat crazy in the head that we're willing to risk this, Like, everyone has done a backflip for the first time who can do a backflip. There's always a first time for everything. So it's like, you have to be a little bit crazy and dedicated to do this.
Do you still get that?
Oh, every day. Every day.
You still get it?
Yeah, of course. Like I chase this feeling every day. And that's why I ride BMX. And that's why we all ride BMX. Because we love this feeling of like being scared, like for the first time, jumping a rep, even though like it's muscle memory. So when you learn something, not just in BMX, but any kind of like physical performance, you're training your body parts that your mind controls to learn and do it many times over and over again to become a muscle memory.
Yes.
So if you think about it, our hand and arms and legs will do whatever this says.
Yes.
So you have to visualize it in your head, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and teach your body that. And keep doing it over and over again so it becomes a full muscle memory and you don't even have to think about it anymore. You just do it because it comes naturally.
So when was the last time you stepped up to a ramp and did something for the first time?
It's been a while. Like
Okay.
I haven't learned like a new trick, I would say, in a while.
Yeah?
But let's say you can do a trick, one specific trick. Let's say, perfect example, a 360 no-hander. When you let go in the middle of a 360 spin, you
Yes.
let go with your arms. That's my personal favorite trick. I can do it on a spine ramp. I can do
Yeah,
it on a
that's this
big
one,
jump. I can do it like on a quarter pipe to like 360 no-hander to fakie and come back backwards. But it's a different radius. It's a different length. It's too sunny. The sun blinds you. It's windy. Like there's always a factor, and every jump is different. So it's like if the first time you do it that day on a new jump, it's always like, okay, first time, here we go. Let's do it. Like I'm confident that I can do this, but there's always like a little bit of a, okay, first time today on this ramp.
So like on Saturday for Swatch's Ultimate X event,
Yeah.
the mindset of most of the people as a generalization searching for that adrenaline feeling on the day,
That's it.
they all know that they can do it, but because of the first time setting, that those nerves and adrenaline kick in again.
We're not coming here to learn tricks. We're coming here prepared for competition. We know exactly what we're capable of. We know how the course looks. First look at the course. Okay, you have an idea. All right, this is what I'm capable of. This is what I can do. I've done similar stuff on ramps like this. I know what I can do. And then first time you ride the ramp, practice day, Friday, that's the first time we actually get to like put tire marks on the course. And then you start feeling it out. You jump a ramp a few times, going straight, and you start, linking up lines, and then you start doing tricks. So that's why we have a practice kind of warm up. Because once Saturday comes around, when they call your name for that 1 minute run, you have to have a full plan, something in your head, what you're gonna do. Plus, the tension and for some people the anxiety is like, okay, this counts. Plus there are people here watching. So it's like, but we always chase this feeling. It's okay, I'm gonna have to do my best tricks here today in this run. While it counts in that 1 minute, obviously I'm here to compete and there are people watching and there's cameras.
It's a lot to take on.
Yeah, absolutely. But just like in any other sport,
True it is. I think it's just the size of risk and chance from a spectator's view that I go, this is hectic. It's like a lot to think about on the day. When you get given a 1 minute run, as you're saying, you said now the term of, I'm going to say it incorrectly now, like finding the line or finding the line you want to run. What is that part of the process?
Like everyone looks at the course differently. Everyone rides a bike differently. Everyone puts their own personal style into it. That's why it's called freestyle. Because there's no certain ways to do a trick. So there's a course given, a stage given with different obstacles on the course. And not everyone's doing the same thing. Not only trick-wise, but not everyone's going the same direction. Not everyone's hitting the ramps in the same order. They're kind of going all over the place. And that's part of judging too. You have to look at things like the use of the course. Like how each athlete or rider used the course. So like more stuff you use, the better.
Oh, I see. So you don't want to keep hitting the same thing.
No. You want to use every single obstacle on the course and put your own personal style into it. Your style, like how you move the bike, how high you go, how fast you go, how powerful you are. You do one tail whip, you do two tail whips. You do one flip or you do a double flip. So everyone does it different. Everyone brings something different to the table, and that's the beauty of freestyle BMX.
So are you designing what tricks you're going to do on the day ahead of time, or are you in the moment kind of you're about to hit the ramp and you go, okay, I'm going at this speed, I can do this or I can do that, or you the day before going, I know I need to do these 5 or 6 tricks?
No, you kind of have like a general idea of what you're gonna do, and then you see the course for the first time, like a layout of it, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. You just kind of start planning a run in your head, like prior to you heading to the event. And once you get to the event, first look on the course. Oh, this is a little bigger than I thought. This is smaller than I thought. This is going to be easy. It's going to be a little bit harder. Then you replan stuff. And then you get to the course like, okay, first ride on the course. then everything changes again. When you first ride it, not just look at it.
Damn, okay.
So that's why we have the practice. You kind of put a run together in your head. This is what I'm going to do. You can start doing the tricks in your practice, what you're going to do in your run. You can either do your whole run in practice, or you can just do a few things here and there because you know you can link them together once in that 1 minute run. But then you have to improvise as well. Let's say you land a little bit low on the landing, or you case the landing. You're hung up on your back wheel a little bit, or you land low or something. And it's like, oh, I plan on doing this trick on the next jump, but now I don't have speed for it. So now I'm going to have to improvise and do something else. I still do a trick, but not that trick that I planned because I need more speed for it.
Okay. So
it's a lot of fast thinking.
I was about to say, you on the fly, changing things in the moment while thinking, one, I'm being judged, and two, there's a time limit to this. You only have a minute.
You would, 2 times 1 minute, because there's 2 runs.
Yes.
2 times 1 minute. And you would think like, oh, it's nothing. 2 times 1 minute, no problem. Dude, that 1 minute can be very long.
What, like on the body?
For us. Because this is not an endurance sport. This is a full intensive sport, and you have to go all out. All out for 1 minute, twice. So it's like that 2 times 1 minute, that 2 minutes can drain you insane. Because you're 100% focused. You need all your body energy and focus, mentally, physically, to put that into 2 1 minute runs.
Damn, okay, I like that a lot.
So
it's a cool way to put it.
And when somebody watching from the sidelines or like the bleachers is like, oh, he makes it look so easy. Okay, for the 26 years of riding experience that I've put into this, it might look easy. But inside of my head, it's like, I'm going all out. I'm 100% focused. I'm in like a pipe vision, and this is all, I don't even hear the music. I don't hear the music. I don't hear the crowd. I'm only focusing on this right now. Because if I mess up, there's a consequence if I mess up. And obviously, you don't want to mess up. Not only because of, I'm not going to get scoring, because I'm going to break my leg.
Yeah, because you can get injured out of it, yeah. How have you dealt with injuries through your career as well? And like, what are some of the most hectic injuries that you've had?
I took it as a motivation.
Okay,
I messed up.
Something to overcome.
Yeah, I messed up. I broke my leg, whatever. I broke both shoulders. I separated my AC joint here in my shoulder, but I also broke these collarbone bones. I broke this collarbone twice. I broke my femur, broke my left wrist, right wrist, hand, ankle, broke my shin. So I had multiple surgeries. I have a plate and 6 screws in here. I have a metal U-shaped anchor in my right shoulder. I have a 20 centimeter titanium rod inside of my right femur.
How did you break your femur? Because that's like the hardest bone in the body to break.
It's the thickest bone in the body, and it was the dumbest, most little thing you can do. It was something so stupid and dumb, nothing. It wasn't even a big trick. I just went over a ramp, not even catching big air. I would just kind of do a nose bunk over a spine. If you know what a spine ramp is, 2 quarter pipes pushed together. And all I did is just went up and nose bunked the top of it. And when I landed, my front wheel just slipped out and just landed on. It wasn't even a big crash. It was nothing. It kind of looked like if you would have seen it, you would be like, oh, he just washed out, nothing special. But I just landed on my hip in an awkward position that I stood up right away, but my right leg just went numb completely. I was like, oh, I can't even stand on my leg. What the heck? All right, whatever. I already rode 3 hours and call it a day. Sit off to the side, and 30 minutes later, I couldn't move my right leg. It was like no feeling in my right leg. I thought I pinched a nerve or something. Because it felt like one of those if someone knees you on the thigh or something.
Dead leg.
That's how it felt like. And then I couldn't move my right leg. So after the session, the guys kept riding, and I was just sitting there, took my pads off, and I told the guys let's go, please help me get in the car because I can't stand on the right leg. And then we went back to the hotel. I'm it's the same feeling, so let's just go to the hospital. And they took an x-ray, and doctor said, okay, I'm sorry to tell you, but now you're going to be off the bike for 8 months, and we need surgery now. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you broke your femur and your hip in the thickest diameter. And shows me the x-ray. I was like, you serious? Yep, we're going into surgery now. I'm like, all right, let's get to it. 8 months starting today.
Whoa, that's a long time, eh?
3 months later, I was riding.
There's the fundamental difference. There you go. Wow, dude. And your shoulders, because I've dislocated both and I've broken one, but it wasn't a full breakthrough. It was like a snap, but it held on, so I didn't have to do any surgery, thank the Lord.
Okay, that's good.
But all of mine, one was I broke it playing baseball, and I got ankle tapped and fell forward, and my arm shot, and it kind of snapped. Dislocated it getting into a fight, and then dislocated the other one surfing. So like none of it makes any sense, right? It was like weird, body too tight, the wetsuit was too tight, moved my arm funny, and it went, you know? How did you do because you said you've broken both collarbones and one of them twice.
Yeah. Just crashes, like simple crash. I mean, it's like, it's not like falling when you're playing soccer, it's like when you fall from, 10, 15 feet up from the air going with speed on a BMX, it's like you're breaking something.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can get away. You're going to get a bruise, a rib, or like you hurt your leg a little bit, but we're fully padded up. But it's like, dude, you can't pad up your collarbone. I was about to say. Like all that stuff. So it's just like, plus, like, you have to be able to move and be flexible and all that. So if I fully pad up, I get so tense I can't even move on the bike. Yeah. So I can't pad up fully. But yeah, that's just, crashes, like just normal crashes on a BMX, like contest or practice or training, and then boom. Yeah. Having a bad day. Boom, real quick. But
just a bad day.
Just another day riding a bike. Like, this. When you get on the bike, this. That it can happen any moment. Yeah. And if you start riding a BMX bike now, I told you earlier, like I didn't really like coached sports, and now I'm a coach, a BMX coach. So like I tell the kids, like the new kids, when they come to the skate park with their parents, 8-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 10-year-old kids that want to start riding BMX, I tell the parents, like, okay, let's make this clear from the beginning. Your kid will fall today. And your kid will probably get hurt today. And it's not like if it's going to happen. No, your kid will fall today. Yeah. So I don't know if he or she is tough enough, but he or she will probably cry. Or tough it up and not cry, but will fall and might break a bone. And if you guys are not okay with this, let's not even start. Wow. Because this is that kind of a sport. This is not soccer. Or not tennis. Well, you can roll an ankle and all that stuff, but your kid will roll into a quarter pipe or a bank, not even jumping yet. Just start using the ramps, like going up on it, carve around it and all that stuff. You can still crash. And don't forget, there's a bike, 10 kilos, with metal stuff around it. You can fall on the bike can fall on you, you can slide out awkwardly, like your hand or arm folds under you, your ankle folds under you, and it's, okay, cool, now I'm 5 months off the bike now.
That's the most badass way to put it, though, to just put it straight up and be like, look, this is what the sport is.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. You were explaining earlier with your bike, the way that you designed and sprayed it and everything. It was a really cool story. If you could please repeat that, because I think that's the coolest thing ever, that you've designed your bike based around one of your Harleys. Yeah. And you kind of put a bit of synergy into the two there. Let's go in that a little bit.
Okay, so like the past few of my bikes, the paint design on it is based off different Harleys. So
that's so cool.
So my previous bike, this is actually a new bike. This is like only 2 months old, 2 months old. But my previous bike was the same color. I based the frame color, got it powder coated the same color as my engine block is. It's like this silver, like kind of titanium, faded chrome type of color, what it was, and with the same material brown stitch seat on the bike as whatever is on the Harley. So the two bikes, I'll show you a photo of it later. The two bikes are next to each other. They look the same. And I did that with my previous bike, and this one is based off of a 1986 FXDR Dyna Harley, and 86 is when I was born, and the color coordination of that bike with the brown grips and like this kind of bronze metallic matte color.
It's beautiful.
Cool. Thank you.
It's so sick.
It gives character to the bike. Like everyone's bike is set up differently. It's different geometry and all that stuff, and I wanted to put my own personal style into it, not only into my riding, but just like my bike itself, because I kind of, like your bike, your bike looks like and set up and color coordination and all that kind of reflects, I think, on your personality. Okay. And this bike is my life. This bike has given me everything I have. So it's like, this is my job. This is my hobby. This is my work equipment. This is what I love doing. So might as well make it very personal. You know?
Yeah. I like that take on it. I'm very sentimental about things. I actually brought something with today that I wanted to show you, knowing that you're a Harley ambassador and you've been a part of Harley your whole life.
Excited.
So I was telling you earlier when we were downstairs that we went to Canada in 2020. We relocated and COVID brought us back. And we did some thrift shopping while we were there in the snow, walking through the stores. And it's like one of my most prized possessions that I have. I managed to find this denim cutoff from the Harley owners group. And obviously I don't yet have a Harley.
So you know this vest
Yeah.
came off of a true Harley-Davidson guy who was part of Harley Owners Group, which is like a club organization, and you can join Harley owner groups like wherever you're from and be part of the whole thing. There's like a membership and everything. So someone actually had not only our, but the Sportster, which I have, two of those, and have like little emblem here and the pin and the full-on patch in the back, which you receive when you join. So dude, this is as authentic as it gets, and it's like kind of older looking, vintage, used.
Yeah.
And it's a Harley branded vest.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
it's so sick.
Was, dude.
You know, I have a vest like this.
Oh, sick.
It's in the car down here. I brought it.
Okay.
And as an interesting fact, my dad in Hungary started the Harley Owners Group, the Budapest chapter.
That's insane.
The first Harley-Davidson Hungary chapter, my dad started it.
So he's been all out Harley. I mean, imagine most of his life then.
I wouldn't say most of his life because, like I said, like the whole history of Hungary.
Yes.
the
Okay.
communism
So
and all that
what?
stuff.
So Harley wasn't involved in Hungary during that.
No, not until like later.
Wow.
later
Damn,
time.
So they were super strict.
It was like late 80s, early 90s is when like Harley-Davidson like first became like a thing in Hungary. Like people have heard of it before, but you know, like having a Harley-Davidson in Hungary during the communist era was like almost unheard of. You know, like who could have bring a bike? There was no dealership there, none of that.
Wow.
And so my dad and a few of his friends started the first Harley-Davidson dealership in Hungary,
That's
along
sick.
with the Harley Owners Group.
Okay, so is his? He would obviously have something like this.
Yeah.
Is the logoing and badging and everything still the same?
It's all United logo. It's all the same.
So it's like this.
Yeah, it's this. And above it, there's like another patch that goes with the same shape as the eagle up here, and that says, wherever you're from, chapter. So ours is like the Budapest chapter of Hungary.
Dude, that's fucking cool.
I think it's sweet. Like I'm all about this.
I think it's the coolest thing in the world. I think it's so sick. It's so sick, dude. It's something
I love this
that
vest.
like
It's awesome. And it's your size too.
yeah, it's really big. Yeah, and I've like every now and then I'll wear it out, but I try not to. I know that sounds weird. Like I'm very sentimental about the fact that like buying this and putting it in my closet was like, hey, one day when I get the Harley, I can wear it for real, if that makes sense. Like I actually deserve to put it on. As weird as that sounds.
You don't have to take it like you don't earn this patch, you know? Like it's like you want to join the Harley Owners Group, but you have to like go like meetings with them so they get to know you because they want to make sure that like you are a guy who they want in their group.
For sure.
You know? So yes, you can take it as like, oh, you earn it, but like you pay like a fee to like be in there and like do stuff together with the chapter. So you can say like somewhat earn it, but like you want to join this. And
I think it's so cool, dude.
whoever buys a Harley would like make sense like, oh, you are a Harley owner, so you're automatically in the group. No, not necessarily, because not everyone is in there. Like, for example, right now, I'm not part of the group. I'm friends with everyone there. I'm an ambassador for Harley-Davidson Hungary, but I'm not officially in the chapter.
Is there a reason for that, or you just haven't got around to it?
I haven't gone around to it. Like
Because you're never there. You always.
I'm always traveling. But I know the guys. Like, you know, I represent Harley-Davidson Hungary, and I have a patch. Like I have a patch,
Sick.
but I'm not officially like on the group.
And your two Harleys currently that you have? I'll include photos and everything from your Instagram to it, but let's maybe talk into what your bikes are and why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have two Sportsters. I have a 2005 883 carbureted Sportster, and then I have a newer, which is a 2018 Sportster 48. It's fuel injected, and that was the first Harley that was my dream bike. That's what I've always wanted.
Okay.
But I bought my first Harley when I was 30, so 9 years ago, and at that time I couldn't afford the 48.
Oh.
So, but I wanted a carbureted bike, but the 48 was never made with carburetor, only fuel injected. So I'm like, I want a carbureted bike, but I want a 48, which is impossible to get. But I'm like, well, 48, I can't even afford a 48, but I can afford a 883 Sportster, and I want to have a Harley like now.
Yes.
So I'm going to buy this bike.
Why carbureted? What is the attraction to it being a carbureted bike?
Nothing really, just personal preference. It's like an older bike.
Okay.
So depending on the model of Harley-Davidson, they switch from being a carbureted to fuel injected because it's a newer, more modern bike. It has a computer in it and all that. And whereas carbureted is like an older type, just like with any other motorcycles or cars.
Yeah.
And I wanted something very like older, like authentic, like old school carbureted thing. And it's cool because I knew like, well, later on I'm gonna probably get newer bikes which are gonna be only in injection.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get that. But I wanna have my first bike to be carbureted, even though I wanted the 48 as a dream bike. So like now my first Harley is like, I love it. Like the bike is so epic. Like I love the bike.
Yeah.
Like I hug my bike, like as a person. Like I love it so much. And then when I bought the 48 like 2 years ago, and that's my dream bike. So people always ask me, like, so which bike you like more? I'm like, dude, I love it equally as much because it's my dream bike. This is my first Harley. I'm never gonna sell these bikes. They're gonna stay with me
Forever. Yeah.
You know?
And is there currently now any other bike that you've had your eye on? Like, will you collect throughout your life in some way?
Oh, yeah.
So what would be next for you? What are you eyeing right now that you really like?
I want to have a full Sportster lineup.
Okay.
I'm more into like the older Sportsters. They have newer Sportsters that are very different, like water cooled and all that. But I want to have like the older Sportsters, like what I have. But I want to have like this other special Sportster that's called the 72. I know it's just numbers like 72, 48,
sick, yeah.
and all that. 72 is like the last more modern factory chopper Sportster that Harley made, like the last chopper they ever made. So it looks more of like a stock chopper. Not
What,
like
kind of like sitting low?
Sitting low,
in that
front
kind
end a
of
little bit
feel.
higher bars coming out from the factory, and the bike is full chrome with the paint job on it is like, it's called Hard Candy Customs. So they got another company to paint their Harley tanks, and it's like very sparkly candy colors.
Okay, hang on. I think
So
I've
with the
actually
chrome
seen
block
that
and the
before.
chrome like spoke wheels with like this like, you know, bright sparkling green and red and gold bike just looks awesome. I would love to have one of those, but I would love to build that.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful.
I would love to have one of those in the collection, and then, but I also want to buy like an older 90s Sportster, and I'm gonna take the engine block out of it, and I'm gonna build a proper chopper.
Sick. Okay.
I have a bunch of friends that have like cool like Harley garages where we can like put together like choppers, like no front brake, raising the front end, you know, longer, you know, mellowed out
Yeah.
forks and everything. I want to have one of those, but then eventually I'm gonna buy a 1945 Penhead. That's the year my dad was born.
I was about to ask you about the panhead. Yeah. There's a video.
Or sorry, it's a knuckle, not even a pen, it's a knucklehead. Sorry.
A knucklehead.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a video that, or like a short film, if I can call it that Momoa did. You know, Momoa is a huge ambassador for.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his and his production company and what they've made. And he's got a video of them. I don't know if it's the exact trip where they're going across America on like old panheads, but he's still got the old like, it's
Hand
got like
shifter?
that comes out
It's
the
on the-
side of
it's
the
on the
tank.
tank. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Dude, those bikes, so epic.
So
He's got
sick.
multiple older bikes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them. They kind of like rebuild them that they're rideable, they can operate,
Yeah.
but they don't take away from the heritage of what the bike is.
Yeah.
And I think he's got a few knuckleheads as well. But that's the goal, dude. Like, it's been on my list, and a friend of mine, now I will say his name because I didn't with the last story with Ryan. Shout out Ryan. He was working in Texas and bought himself a Road King.
Okay.
And went from Texas to Vancouver.
Sick.
Just a trip by himself. Didn't like take lessons. I don't even think he had a license for the trip, and just went and did this long trip. He found a kitten halfway along the road, had the kitten in his biker vest for half the trip, took the cat home, became his cat in his house. Like this whole journey
awesome.
that he went,
Love
it's
it.
incredible. And I said to him, I've always wanted to do a trip of South Africa, to do Cape Town to Mozambique, which is not, a lot of that trip is not the safest. With him, I'd love to do it with my dad, because my dad's always wanted a Harley my whole life. That's been his thing. It's the only thing
yeah.
he's ever wanted is a Harley. He wants a Fat Boy Softail Harley. It's the only thing he's ever
What
asked
my
for.
dad has.
Yeah, exactly that. I don't think he would do the
Higher bars.
the ape hangers. I think he just kind of wants a bit of a wraparound kind of feel so he can sit. But he has a little like model of it on his desk at home, and he's
Okay.
had it for years.
Law of attraction. It's right there. He sees it every day, visualizes it, and he'll have one.
He bought himself 2 pairs of Harley boots, a black leather pair and a black brown,
was already
and
committed.
a brown, 100%. And it got to a stage, he's messed up his feet from cycling, from mountain biking and from cycling. So he's got carpal tunnel in his hands from all the impact on the bicycle, and plantar fasciitis in his feet from his feet being hooked into pedals all the time. And he rode competitively most of his life. And so the boots became uncomfortable for him. And so he handed down the boots to me. And I still have them, the black pair and the brown pair. And the one day I wore them to the house, and I came in and he goes, "Shit, those are nice boots. Where'd you get the boots?" And I was like, "These are from you, dude." And he was like, "What? When did I give you those? Like, I need to take those back from you." So Harley's been in the family forever. We've just never actually been in the position to get our hands on a bike yet. But it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming soon.
I just want to say it to the people out there
Yes.
that the stereotype in people's heads, like, oh, Harley rider's like an old gray-haired dude with a gray beard, you know, with tattoos, like, you know, kind of gang member, all that stuff. It's like, dude, that's not the case.
That's not it, eh?
That's not it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm none of that. Like, I'm none of that, what I just said. But I mean, my dad has gray hair and gray stash and all that. But me growing up, I was like, dude, they asked me, like, oh, are you going to get a Harley? I'm like, when I got old, like my dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. I started late. I was 30 when I got it. But I wanted to have my own bike. I wanted to purchase my own bike.
Yes.
I didn't want to get a Harley given to me.
There's something in that, though. There's something personal and sentimental in choosing your bike.
I mean, not just in that, generally in life, if you work for something and then you end up buying something that you really always wanted, then that thing for you, like, you're going to love that thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like you worked for it, you wanted it, you achieved it, and that's what it is for me. Like,
I love that.
I wanted to have my own bike with my own money.
What is?
Thankful to this.
Well, there
bike,
you
this
go.
bike.
Yeah, one bike got you the other bike.
Exactly.
That's sick. What's because I mean you've been to what 85 countries now.
So far.
How many of those have you done on bike, and which has been the most like memorable for you right now? I'll crack one of these as well.
Oh man. Well.
Cheers. And if you want to crack one, more than welcome. Open or
Thank
not.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No caffeine, just a hydration drink, so they're lucky to get in. Yeah. Thank you, Knox.
I like it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I've been traveling like all my life, and like I said, Harley became 9 years ago into my life. A lot of it was for BMX, but a lot of it later on, like BMX introduced me to traveling.
Sick.
So I still, till this day, I do a lot of travels without my bike, any of them, without any of the bikes.
Okay.
I just go backpacking, I go and But I have ridden Harleys in many different places. I was just telling somebody the other week that Asia is the only continent I've been to where I haven't ridden a Harley. I've ridden motorcycle, but not a Harley. Any other continent, I've ridden Harleys.
Here?
Alex Stu's Customs.
Oh, there we
right
go.
Here in Cape Town.
Shout out to Stu's.
My dude, Alex.
Yeah.
He was kind enough that he gave me one of his personal bikes. Damn. And I got to rip around his Harley all around Cape Town and all over. And it was
beautiful place to ride, eh?
Dude, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah. That's insane.
I mean, South Africa to me, it's like, as far as not just travel destination because of scenery, culture, and like, to me, like Cape Town, it's like up here. Like I can even say number one. Like I love this place. Like everything about this place is unreal. People are super friendly, very welcoming. I love the culture. I love the food here. I love the scenery. I love the ocean.
Yeah.
I love this event. Ultimate X is the main reason, and the first and main reason why I came here. And I absolutely love it.
Now it's like another home.
Speaking of another home, I already looked into real estate here because I would love to have like a base here as well.
Sure, really?
It would be awesome if I could create a home base here. Or like one base here so I could like come here like maybe seasonally and stuff. It would be awesome because I love it.
Come here like from around now, November through till like March.
Correct. Southern Hemisphere, summer here.
It's the best.
It gets a little bit colder,
then bail again. Yeah, then go somewhere else again. Yeah, that's the goal.
Chase summer.
There we go, to chase the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. In closing, I was telling you on the phone this afternoon, I've written down Hungarian slang.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I highly doubt I'm going to get this right.
Okay. Let's try.
But I'm going to try.
Okay.
Okay? Kirali.
Kirai.
Kirai.
Kirai. It means king.
King. How would you use it?
Oh, like this podcast is king.
Oh, cool. I like that.
As a Kirai podcast. That means this podcast is a king. Which
Kirai.
means it's cool. It's good. I like it.
That's sick. We're busy watching Vikings at the moment, and it feels like something out of that.
Oh, okay.
Kirai. Yeah. Kirai. Okay, Kirai. Kosh, meaning thanks or thanks, bro. Kozi.
Kusi.
Ko-
Kusi.
Kosi.
So the O has two dots on it, and we pronounce that as an U.
U.
Yeah, so kusi is a shorter version of kusanum, which means thank you.
Kusanum.
Yeah, so it means thanks. Kusi.
Okay. Kusi and
Yeah.
kusanum.
Yeah.
And then there's what I'm feeling is like ciao, as in bye, but CSAO.
CS.
Yeah, like number 3
let's-
there, like sao.
Ciao. Yeah, ciao. It's like the Italians. Ciao.
Kind of like the same as Italians, right? Ciao.
Yeah, but you can say CSA, like cha.
Cha.
Cha, it's like, you can say it like when you meet somebody, but you can also say it when you say bye.
So is CS ch?
Yeah, it's a cha. It's a double letter. We have a lot of double letters.
Okay.
Like compared to English, like English has 26 letters in the alphabet, whereas Hungarian has 44 letters in the alphabet. And we have double letters, and we also have U's and O's with lines and dots over them.
Damn, that's complex.
Yeah.
English is really fucking basic. Like looking at all these other languages, I'm like, this is dope. We don't have any doikis or lines on our letters.
And then we also have formal and informal talking. So you talk differently to a same age person, a younger person than you would talk to an older person. So it completely changes like the structure and the endings of the verbs and all that stuff.
Wow. What, like out of respect?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really
So
cool.
I can't talk to you the same way as I talk to like an elderly person.
Can you give me an example of like a sentence and how it would change if you said it to me and how you said it to someone older?
So I ask you, how are you doing? Hogy vagy? Would be to you. Hogy vagy? How are you doing? But if I said that to an older person, I would say, hogy tetszik lenni? Hogy vagy? Hogy tetszik lenni?
Wow, that's cool.
This is very different.
It's a beautiful sounding language. It sounds really
We
cool.
pronounce like every single letter, like syllables, we pronounce everything.
It's very
So
clear.
it's like very like how do you call it, like phonetic,
like phonetically.
phonetically.
You
we
get
pronounce
through
every
words.
letter.
And what is the name of language Hungarian?
Yeah. What about it?
Is that the title thereof?
Yes, Hungarian language. It comes from the Finnish, the Finn-Ugor language family. So Hungary is actually located in Central Eastern Europe, and like all the countries that are around us, like north of us, there's Slovakia, and like northeast is like Ukraine, and then all the way on the east is Romania, then we
Yeah.
have Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, and Austria. All these languages are like Slavic languages, except Austria and Romania. Romania is a Latin language. Wow. Austria is German. And Hungarian is similar to none of these.
Damn, you guys got your own vibe going.
Why? So it comes from the Finnish language family, which is Scandinavian. So I'm not saying that I understand Finnish, but Finnish people, the way they talk sounds like Hungarians, but I don't understand, and we don't understand each other. Wow. But they pronounce syllables like us.
Okay.
So there's no other language like Hungarian. Like nobody in the world understands us.
That's kind of cool.
And there's only 9.5 million people live in Hungary, and altogether 13.5 Hungarian speakers live in the world. So you can say pretty useless language, but at the same time, it's kind of like a secret language.
No, I think it's beautiful. I like that you know the history of it as well. That's really cool. And maybe it's because right now I'm in this whole Vikings thing. So I'm thinking back to that time, and in my immature brain, it's connecting the two for me in some way.
Well, possibly, since you're into Vikings, they're like Norwegian, you know?
Yeah, like maybe there's some link there.
Well, yeah, because like that language family where the Norwegian language is also similar to Finnish and all that. So they also pronounce syllables like us.
Okay.
So if anything, Hungarian close to is the Scandinavian languages.
Okay, I'm with you.
But
I'm
still
with
not
you.
similar enough to even understand each other.
Sure, that's cool, eh? What about Havi or Havi? Oh, yes. Oh, we said it was Chavo.
Chavo.
Yeah.
Chavo.
It means dude, bro, or mate.
Yes.
Havi, Chavo.
Chav. What's the first word? How do you?
Havi.
Or just say, hover.
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 Hover is a dude. It means dude.
Oh, that's
Hover is
cool.
dude.
And then the
Chavo is like, we're talking about somebody, like there's a dude right there, and I talk to you like, oh, look at that Chavo.
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 Sick. Okay.
It's like that dude or that person or that homie or that guy or something.
But it's impersonal. It's just a random person that you maybe don't know.
Yeah.
Chavo.
So I don't call you Chavo because I'm talking to you.
What would you call me as like dude?
Hover.
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 Hover. Sick. This is fun. Gaz.
Gaz
Means
like embarrassing.
Gaz. Vagod.
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 Okay, if I translate vagod word to word, what it means is like, do you cut it? It's like, means like, do you get it?
Oh, that's cool.
Vagod.
Vagod.
Yeah. It's a question, like, vagod, like, you get it?
Cool. Okay.
But
okay.
we use it in like places where like, I tell you like a cool story, then at the end, like, vagod. It's like, you get it, right? Like, was it funny?
Okay.
Like, you know.
Kind of like an add-on of like, you get it, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, that's cool. So I've got so many. Nagyon Adom. I'm really into it. Oh, I love it.
Nagyon adom. Yeah.
Nagyon Adom.
That if I translate that, it means I very much give it. Hungary in Hungarian means Magyarország. So we say Hungarian country. Ország means country. And when I say I'm Hungarian, I say I am Magyar.
What?
Magyar.
Magyar.
Yeah, so the GY is also there. Magyar.
Oh, that's hard.
Same as like nagyon, Magyar.
No. Wait, how many? Nagyon.
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 Nagyon Magyar means very Hungarian. Nagyon Magyar.
Wow. What's a tongue twister in Hungarian? Like
Tongue twister?
Yeah, we have like she sells seashells on the seashore.
Sárga bögre, görbe bögre.
What? That's so
Or-
cool.
Egy kupac kopasz kukac, meg egy kupac kopasz kukac, az két kupac kopasz kukac.
What is that? Like English version?
English version. Egy kupac Wait. Egy kupac One pile of bald worms plus one pile of bald worms equal to 2 piles of bald worms.
Wow.
It means nothing special, but it's like a tongue twisting.
Yeah, I mean, it's purely just for the sake of
Well,
being
let's do
able
it
to
with
say
the
it.
GY. Megymag, vagy vadmegymag.
See, that GY is tough.
Yeah. So megymag means the core of a cherry. Megymag, you say core of a cherry.
Megmog?
Megymag.
Megmog?
So it's a triple letter. It's GGY. Meg, so it's like a longer meg. Mog.
Meg?
Meg. Mog, core, is mog.
Mog?
Vagy, which means or wild cherry core. Cherry core
Or
or
wild,
wild cherry core. Megymag vagy vadmegymag.
Damn, dude, that's cool. I take that. Okay, sick. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for I'm gonna go home now and like mess around with this
And
and try
look
and get
into
this
Hungarian.
right. Oh, 100%.
All right, how about this? The longest word in Hungarian.
Yes, please.
Megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért.
What does that mean?
It means for your unfaithfulness.
Wow.
So it actually means something.
So if
I
you
don't
really,
know when would you ever use that, but it actually means something.
Damn.
I never used it.
One more time quickly, please.
Megszentségteleníthetetlenségeskedéseitekért. And there's a lot of letters in it with lines.
A lot of lines in that one.
Yeah.
And I imagine the double and triple letters as well.
There's no double letter in it.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, actually one. Sorry, one.
Damn, dude, this is fascinating.
Pretty
I
cool
want
language.
to see Hungary. I want to come see Budapest. It looks like a
Please.
cool place. Yeah.
Okay, let's make a deal. If you come to Hungary, I will get you a Harley that we can ride on.
Oh, deal. I'm in on that. Oh, I'm in on that. Let's do it. That'd be incredible.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for agreeing to do this. Thank you for your
thank you
time.
so much for having me.
This
It's
is so
super
much fun. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for Ultimate X, getting everything rocking there. It's going to be incredible to see the guys do their
Oh
thing.
yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Go follow Danny on socials. He's got the most incredible Instagram account of him traveling and seeing the world, riding Harleys and doing the most insane stunts, BMX riding. Go follow it there. Thank you guys so much. And again, thank you so much for support in 100 episodes. Appreciate you guys a lot.
Appreciate
Danny.
it. Thank you guys so much.
Lekker. Thanks, man. Well done.
Lekker.